In the Gospel for the fourth Sunday after Easter, our Lord responds to his disciples because they are sad, because he has told them that he is returning to his Father. And he says, "None of you have asked me, where are you going?" The obvious implication is that if they had considered where he was going, his disciples would be filled with joy. Quo vadis? Where are you going? This is a question a Christian should often ask himself. Where am I going? Of course, we ultimately want to be going where our Lord went. We want at the end of our lives to be going to receive the blessed reward of our labours and an eternity in heaven. In order for that to be true, we need to work hard to overcome self-will. It's our pride and self-will that leads us into sin. It's self-will that causes us to neglect the duties that we should be attending to. The more that we indulge self-will, the less capable we will be of following the will of the Lord. The spiritual tradition teaches us that one of the great helps to dealing with self-will is obedience. Obedience to our superior, and especially obedience to our director or confessor. Saint Teresa of Avila said, "Let a soul take a confessor with a determination to think no more of directing herself, but to trust in the words of our Lord, 'He that heareth you heareth me.'" Saint Teresa adds that this is a secure way of finding the will of God, and she said that for herself it was by obedience to the voice of her director that she attained to the knowledge and love of God. Saint Benedict wrote in his rule, in speaking of Lenten penance, that a monk should only take on penance that has been approved by his superior. For if he doesn't act in obedience, his penances might merely be expressions of self-will, or allow him to become puffed up in pride, the exact opposite of what true penance is meant to achieve. St. Philip Neri, for his part, in his Maxims, enjoins us to take a regular confessor and to stick to him, and to only change our confessor for a good reason. We are to trust our confessor and allow him to lead us into holiness. Obedience, then, is a sure path to finding and living the will of God, and it is a sure path to us being able to answer the question, Quo vadis? Where are you going? With confidence that we are attempting to walk on the path that our Lord walked, and that we will go where he went.